them. Are you gonna take this? And you want my glasses? Can't get them clean. Hello, hello. I know it's late and I probably wasn't supposed. What, is this gonna work?
I hope it does.
And if it doesn't, you close the bathroom door. Why?
Always what's the habit?
The light's on. Why would you close the bathroom door if the bathroom light's on?
You get it?
Yeah. Just waiting for some people to join. Stop it. I'm trying to put... How come every time I put likes, it wants me to invite someone? How do I like my own live? Every time I go to do it, it's like, invite this person, invite that person. Turkey said, I need your help. Join voice chat. No, I'm busy. Hey, Jeff. I was trying to like my live, and it was like, invite this person, invite that person, so I'm not liking my own live now. But tonight, I found it, necessary not only to address a couple of things that was brought to my attention by my friend Death here, but, to... Oh my god, this guy said the mob spawner is causing lag. Did he turn them off? If the light is on, they will not spawn. Only a select few of them will still spawn. If he walks away, they'll stop spawning. Lord. Okay, so I am going to be reading hate comments and hate posts from my subreddit that I don't own, but is about me and my past, and it's still kind of active. People are still posting, talking bad about me and hating on me, so we're gonna go in with this together. Two things that I need to address. First of all, one of them is going to be the first thing we're going to be talking about, which is posted on here and was posted 3 days ago. Oh my god. 1 second. I gotta get something to drink. My sinuses are draining. Did this get shook up by chance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's trying to kill me.
3 times.
Oh, what? You dropped it, didn't you? Babe!
What am I
My
doing?
sparkling ice zero sugar. She's in bed, Turkey. I need someone to help him. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about was posted by Angel Falling Roses, which, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, is Blind Yoda that used to be like a friend that I would play games with a long time ago. I only knew her online, and yeah, it only lasted about a week. So I'm just going to open that up on my tablet here. tablet, laptop, whatever you want to call it. And it says, disrespectful is the title. It's really... Is there any way to make that not repeat over and over? Sorry. It says... You did it on purpose. So it says, disrespectful. It's really disrespectful to your new best friend that you speak with a fake English accent. You are disrespecting her country and her accent. What if someone mimicked your husband? You would get so pissed off, right? So please cut it off. So, to address this, I give zero flippity flops about if you mimic my accent or my husband's accent or whoever's accent. I give absolute zero craps. It is not disrespectful to me in any way, shape, or form. As for me, I somewhat do not have control over that. I'm the type of person that if I'm around someone or talking to someone long enough, that my accents switch depending on who I'm talking to. I don't even know what my real accent even is. I don't know if the way I'm talking is my real accent. I don't even know. I've been like this since I was a kid. So it's just a part of who I am, and if you cannot accept that, then maybe you need to reevaluate your life and judgment. I am in no way, shape, or form being disrespectful or rude or downgrading the UK by doing a British accent. Nor am I meaning for that to come off as disrespectful. And my best friend, Fox, aka Bees or Beth, Jeff Woods, whatever you want to call her, my wifey, she has already made it known that she does not care. So, there's that. Now we're going to look at the comments that are in that post. But first, babe, is there anything you would like to say?
About what?
About my accent and how my accent switches depending on who I'm talking to. And
I mean, it's not like it, people don't do it all the freaking time. I mean,
did you hear what the post was?
What was it?
It's really disrespectful to your new best friend that you speak with a fake English accent. You are disrespecting her country and her accent. What if someone mimics your husband?
You would do it all the time.
You get so pissed off, right? So please cut it off.
I don't care if people mimic my accent. People mimic the other accents all the time. YouTubers do it.
They do, yeah.
I know a girl that actually does it on a daily basis in her YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. It's not disrespectful.
Same. Oh my God. Talking about Chris.
Yeah.
I love Chris.
Most people actually can do
Haley and Kendra.
Accents.
Well, I'm part Irish too, so there's that.
I mean, people mock Southern accents too. Mm-hmm. I don't get pissed off at that.
Yeah, like, hello?
Like, come on, get real. I get made fun of all the time on a daily basis. I just don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to get into the comments section. You ready? The accent is driving me wild. I'm glad someone finally said it. I thought maybe I was overreacting because Beth never addresses it. She has, though, on numerous occasions.
What?
If they would watch my Twitch, she has addressed it on numerous occasions because she has told me she does not care. Are you listening?
Yeah.
The comment was, the accent is driving me wild. I'm glad someone finally said it. I thought maybe I was overreacting because Beth never addresses it.
Why would she?
She doesn't care. She's told me she does not care.
The only people who care are the ones that are pressed about stupid shit.
And then someone else said, she has no personality, so she parrots others. I mock others, apparently, because I have no personality. This is exactly it. If she's not mirroring and mimicking Billie Eilish... I'm mimicking Billie Eilish? This is new.
How?
Hang on. This is exactly it. If she's not mirroring and mimicking Billie Eilish, then she's mirroring Mary, and then any type of... I've told you they would start saying I'm copying everything Mary does. I told you. And then any type of new friend she finds. She has no sort of personality of her own. I'd feel sorry for her if she weren't so awful to others. Okay, first of all, how am I copying Mary? Or Billie Eilish?
They're just bored out of their freaking minds.
She doesn't care about any other people's feelings except for her own. That's all that matters. One day Beth will see how much of an awful person she is. I also heard that Beth is giving her money. Why is it any of their concern? Did you hear me?
What?
She doesn't care about any other people's feelings except for her own. That's all that matters. One day Beth will see how much of an awful person she is. I also heard that Beth gives her money.
All they're doing is talking about themselves.
If it's to deal with the mob spawner, all you gotta do is make sure all the lights are on those redstone lamps. Make sure the levers are flipped so the lights are on. If the mobs are still spawning, then you're going to have to leave so they stop spawning. They will only spawn if you are nearby the spawners. And if it's dark. Beth is asleep right now because she's in the UK, so she's 5 hours ahead of me. It is 8:33 my time. It's probably like 2 a.m. her time. I'm addressing some stuff right now. Okay. Yeah, she's in bed. She'll probably be awake within like the next hour. No, you're fine. I understand, the concern with the lag and all. But yeah, as long as the lights are on, they probably won't spawn in. I know certain mobs will probably still spawn during the day. I think like the piglins and stuff. But you should be able to back away and them stop spawning. If worst case scenario, ask Death to hop on and kill them all for you. That's the only thing I can tell you is to constantly keep killing. Or put some fire, like on top of the what is it called? The hoppers. Put like some fire on top of the hoppers. The fucking fire things. What are they called? Campfires. Put them like one or two on there, and they'll walk into it and die eventually. Alrighty. Awesome. Anywho, back to the thing. It's nobody's concern who gives me money, or why. And then they said that's why she's her best friend, using her as an ATM. One day she will find out who Crystal really is, like the others that used to be her friend. So, first thing I need to tell you is that Beth has already been not only in the Discord, but she's been in the Reddit. She's already read everything in the past. I've even told her everything that's happened in the past. And I have never once asked for money from her. She just gives it to me. And she won't take no for an answer for some reason. So there's that. And honestly, it's nobody's concern if she's giving me money for things. Mine and her relationship is nobody's concern. But mine, hers, our friends that are near to us, and our family. That's about it. So y'all can lay off of Beth and leave her alone. She is amazing and caring, yes. And I keep telling her no, but she keeps wanting to send me stuff. And then the next comment is, she's such a hypocrite. How am I a hypocrite, first of all? And if you want to go technical, I think everybody's a little bit of a hypocrite. So, I mean... Alright, we're going to go to the next post that's on here. Where it is a 3-hour long video because it was recorded from my live talking about an ex-friend or ex-best friend, ex-acquaintance, whatever you want to call her. And Nookie was like, Crystal has lost her friend. Listen, all I gotta say for this before I get into the comments.
Here are some additional things to try.
Fuck off. Thank you. Is that the way I see it, once she did and said what she said on live that was recorded and placed on YouTube, right? I forgive her for that because that's the right and that's the Christian thing to do. However, I will not forget, and I will not just allow her back into my life like that either. So I did not consider her a friend after that. I considered her an acquaintance because we didn't talk as much as we used to. So her leaving and blocking me again, which I already expected her to do to begin with because that's how she is. She yo-yos with people and toys with people's feelings and their life. That's how she is. This is not affecting me. I give zero craps that she's out of my life. I'm actually glad the trash took itself out. So by you saying I lost a friend, I really didn't. I gained sanity and peace when she walked out the door and blocked me. Okay? Thank you. Now let's get into the comments. Well, isn't this nice? Clifford has found her people. I have no idea what that even means.
Do what?
Well, isn't this nice? Clifford has found her people. She's not acting very Christian-like. Well, because I said I'm not going to, sob over losing an acquaintance. Because I'm not upset that Mary blocked me. I'm not. I don't care. People come, people go. End of case. And if you're upset that I'm not upset about her walking out my life again for the third or fourth time, it's predictable at this point. It's very predictable. She comes and she goes. Come a chameleon. She comes and goes. Literally. Get over yourselves. No more being Christian, huh? She had Kevin's friends watch her. Yeah, she did. She did. She fully told me that. I don't know if it was a messenger or on a voice chat, though. But do you remember that? When Mary said that she had Kevin's friends watch her to get affiliated.
What is it?
Where Mary said that she had, because remember I was asking how she got affiliated? And she said that she had Kevin's friends watch her and some of her co-workers watch her so that she could get affiliated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying about that. She actually said that. Her faking the accent is crazy. LMFAO. It drives me nuts. Get over yourselves with the accent, please, because it's not going anywhere. I can guarantee you that. I'm me, and you can either take me as I am, or you can go do something else with your life, because honestly, obsessing over me and my accents and how my accents change based on who I'm talking to, who I'm friends with, or who I've been around and all that is none of your business. It's natural. It comes natural to me at this point, okay? I've done it since I was a kid. She has a lot of nerve to judge Mary's daycare job in her entire adult life. I bet she's worked a few months total, and that's being generous. First of all, I never once judged her job. I never once said that Mary's job was a bad job or sat there and judged where she worked. A daycare job is a very demanding job, and it's a very good job to have if you can handle that type of job. You are twisting what I said about her college and why she has to work there. She did not choose to work there. She chose to go to college to get a, what is that degree? Like an education, and something with childcare degree. Something along the lines of that. I can't remember what it's called. And she personally told me that if she gets fired from her daycare job, she loses her college. She does not get to graduate because it is a requirement that she works at a daycare while taking those college courses until she graduates. And it has to be in a certain district as well. She told me that. So that is not me judging where she works. That's me stating facts, and she will tell you herself that is the truth, because that is what she told me. And then Mary again. Yeah, again. I don't know how that comment's supposed to be, but I don't know what her deal is. She randomly messaged me while playing Fortnite one day and said I was being toxic and left. I hadn't talked to her for like a month prior, so I don't know what she's doing, what's wrong with her. She's a chameleon. She comes and goes. She is so toxic, it's not even funny. Thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment, considering you don't know who I really am. Not crusty pretending that she's not toxic. Be so for real. Everyone's toxic. It depends on a person's definition of toxic. Okay? So, while I may not be toxic to another person, someone else will say that I am toxic. It all depends on your definition of toxic, whether you think I'm toxic or not. But regardless, I'm going to do what's right for my life and for me and my family and friends. Then there's another post that says gums a flappin'. I don't even know what that means. But I'm going to click it just in case they said something below the title. Okay, they did not. It's just a recording of a live. Let's see. One of the comments says, I don't know why she's talking about someone else's kids being taken away when she literally abandoned herself. Ew. What does that mean, abandoned herself? I never abandoned myself. Do I show my face on here anymore? No. Not recently, and I don't plan on doing it at any time soon. Eventually I will, but I'm working on myself right now. Nor do I feel safe showing my face on this platform anymore. After all the criticism I've gotten for the way I look, I just don't. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to put myself through that again. So. But I'm not sure where. I don't have it playing. I just don't remember. Babe, when was I talking about someone else's kids being taken away?
I have no idea.
Was it when I was talking about Kim?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I never quite understood why her kids were taken away. All I know is she kept having them taken away, and then she would go out and get pregnant again by another person, and then it would get taken away, and then it was like a repeat thing with her. That's all I know. But I don't. The comment says that I abandoned myself. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
This is, look, am I misreading it? Come look. It says, I don't know why she's talking about someone else's kids being taken away when she literally abandoned herself. Ew.
That doesn't make any sense.
That makes no sense. I never how do you abandon oneself?
I don't know.
Like, how do you abandon yourself? And they have the gall to talk about other people not having custody of their kids. How many do these two losers have that they don't have custody of? Does Krusty have any live ones? What does live ones mean? You talking about, is any of my kids alive? What type of question? Why would you ask if someone's kids were alive, bro? Is your kids alive? Like, if you're going to talk about my kids, like I said before, that puts your kids on the table to be talked about, so I'd be very careful if I were you. Well, it's all one word, HERSELF. It's all one word. There's no space between it. There's someone named Foreign Fun 1755. Yes, this is all on Reddit, yes. Yeah, I'm reading directly from the subreddit that was created years ago to hate on me and stuff. And I will continue to say that my kids are none of anybody's concern. If I talk about my kids on here, then I'm talking about my kids. If I choose to not talk about my kids, then I'm not talking about my kids. But just because I talk about my kids doesn't give you the right to say what you want about my kids. I don't. I'm just doing this for now because it was brought to my attention about a couple things that were on there from a friend of mine, and so I was addressing it, and I just decided, hey, why not just read the hate comments and the hate posts about me? Like, other creators, I've seen other creators do it, so I'm doing it. See how it goes. I haven't been on there in ages. I actually removed it from my search history, so I actually had to type it in physically to find it again. And then somebody, this is directed towards you.
Goody.
Mumbles really just said that wasn't the first time I've been accused of doing that. WTF, you've been accused multiple times of SA on a child. He keeps saying if I got caught doing that and they have no proof. It's absolutely disgusting. The words he chose sound like a memory to me.
Well, why don't you actually try listening instead of getting to come out of your ears? Because what I'm saying is, if I had done something like that, there would probably be evidence of it.
There really would. At least from where we come from, people know people, and people do not keep secrets that well in our town that we're from. Somebody will rattle on, we have narcs. It's a town full of narcs. That's all I gotta say. Isn't it?
Trust me, my parents would have known about it a long time ago if I would do anything like that.
And I wouldn't be with them, so there's that.
I'm not that way. I don't, even when I'm in live streams, I don't even allow minors in my live streams.
No.
So if you actually think that way, that says more about you than it does me.
It's okay, though, because come Judgment Day, they will have to face their consequences for this.
So unless y'all have proof that I did anything, I would suggest you start trying to smear my name, because it's actually a lawsuit waiting to happen.
For slander, yes. If it wasn't true, then why did she continue being friends with Mary? If someone accused my husband of something like that, and I knew he was innocent, I'd drag them and never speak to them again. It makes you wonder. I never was friends with her after that. I was an acquaintance. She would message me telling me about where she went, what her and Kevin was doing, or what Kevin did to her that upset her, or what she bought. That was about it. And I would just say, oh, okay, cool. I just basic crap, okay? I considered her an acquaintance after that. I never considered her a friend. I take the term friend very loosely when I discuss her. It does not mean she was an actual friend. I was actually going to block her anyway, but she took herself out. Exactly what I was thinking. I would make their life a living hell. There is no way I would remain friends with that person. Honestly, I can see the accusations being true. How can you see the accusations being true? What proof do you have that me and my husband abuse kids? You don't have proof. It's just word of mouth. You literally have no proof. All you have is proof of, well, your mom said it, or, Mary said it. That's not proof. Just because someone says something and makes up rumors about someone doesn't mean it's true. But believe what you want, because at the end of the day, you have no one but God to answer to for that. What am I fucking looking at right now? What is this? Someone said, Crystal said, I'm on Mary's team now. What is this picture? What is this picture? And you stop. It looks like Mary in a wedding dress, but there's like some stuff all over it. Yeah, we're not gonna get into that. Okay, I'm gonna click on it. I don't know what I'm looking at, but okay. Okay, it says, but Crystal's wrong. Me and Mary actually got married. Here's proof. And it's a Yeah, Yuki's part of it too now, yeah. Yeah, a few people from the Discord left for that shit. Including an admin. No loss. I could care less. I wish I could show you guys this picture, but you'll have to go to Reddit to see it for yourselves. They got a picture of Mary in a wedding dress. Like they've done like an AI or something. It's hilarious. Read the post from 13 days ago that says, hey. Okay. Here. Let's see. That's 8 days, 9 days. 9 days. There's one that says if the shoe fits. Okay, so the one that says, are you talking about the one about the rapture? No, I am not friends with Mary, and I haven't been friends with her for a while, actually. I've talked to her as an acquaintance, but I haven't been actual friends with her for a while. Okay, I'll click on it. So this one says, hey, babe, you're gonna have to listen to this one too. This one says, hey, quick question, Crystal. Did the rapture take you, or was you sins from scamming keeping you here?
I get so damn tired of people talking about that crap. Nobody knows when the rapture is going to be. Only God knows that.
Mm-hmm.
These stupid people who make up these days saying the rapture is going to happen this date and this date. Nobody freaking knows. Only the Father in heaven knows when it's going to be. It says it in the Bible.
Also, I would like to have proof of me scamming, if possible, please, and how I am a scammer, because I'm not. Thank you. I'm pretty sure anyone who's ever won something from me actually received their stuff, so. Oh boy, you have a fan in my live right now.
Who?
You have a fan in my live?
Who's that?
Solid Edition wants you to come closer to the mic because they can't understand you.
The dead hearing aid.
the comments of the Rapture post. Are you ready for this? I was going to say it, but was being nice. The Rapture couldn't lift her. Nothing could lift her. So this is all aimed at my weight at this point. Bunch of comments aimed at my weight. For real. These same people making these comments have God to face one day. Okay? I don't know what you're going to tell God when he asks you, hey, why did you do this to this person? Why did you harass and bully this person? Why did you stalk this person? Why did you make these accusations about this person? What is your reasoning? And then all you're going to do is stand there and be like, oh, I just didn't like her. That's not going to be how you get into heaven. Sorry about your luck. You don't get into heaven being a bully and harassing and making accusations of people you don't even know. That's not how you get into heaven. So I hope you guys don't consider yourselves Christians, because you sure as heck ain't. Oh, there's a Charlie Kirk post.
Huh?
There's a Charlie Kirk post.
Great.
Oh no, they're leftists.
Go figure.
I'm gonna click on it. It's from 13 days ago. It says, well, if the shoe fits, and it's from a post of mine on Facebook. It says, if you hated Charlie Kirk, then you hate me too. And they said, well, if the shoe fits. Now,
That doesn't surprise me any.
The comments are obviously, and she doesn't need shoes. She's always putting her foot in her mouth. Bruh, I can't even bend to get my foot in my mouth. Hello? I'm fat. Did you forget that? You were just making fun of my weight earlier. All of a sudden, I can fit my foot in my mouth now? And then there's a deleted comment, so it doesn't show it. And then somebody else said, nothing will fit. And then no argument there. Oh my days. Sensitive topic and an honest opinion. So, we're going to go to 19 days ago, and this has to do with the Pride Month, so trigger warning in advance for anyone who celebrates the Pride Month or Pride Day. You're not going to like this opinion. Alright, so I had posted and shared a post on Facebook that said, Pride Month should be canceled permanently. And I do have my reasonings behind that, because they didn't really work for the country. They don't really deserve a month. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense why they should get a whole month to themselves. They already have a day. I mean, they're just normal people, right? Unlike veterans and people who actually served for this country and deserve it. But they said, wasn't she always claiming to be into women? Just because I may or may not be bisexual does not mean I cannot voice my opinion on whether we have a Pride Month or not. I personally do not celebrate Pride Day or a Pride Month. And that is my personal choice. And that is my personal opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion. No, I've never celebrated it. I would comment Happy Pride to people out of respect, but I've never actually celebrated Pride Month or Pride Day. To my knowledge, anyway. My husband can let me know if I'm wrong or not. Oh yeah, she's still on that holier than now bullshit, someone said. Whatever that means.
What is it?
So, they shared this. This is what I posted 19 days ago on my Facebook.
I agree.
And they said, but wasn't she claiming to be into women? So with that logic, anyone who is a part of LGBTQ cannot have an opinion on whether Pride Month should be canceled or not. Right? Am I correct? Now, the comments say, yes, she's still on that holier-than-now bullshit. So I'm assuming they're guessing because I'm a born-again Christian that I'm using that to disadvantage. But it's always been my opinion. It's not just because I'm a born-again Christian. Good thing nobody cares what you think, you hypocrite. I'm getting called a hypocrite again. If the shoe fits, just like y'all said, the only thing that should be canceled permanently is her internet service, they said. Oh, but wouldn't I need that to get a job that you guys so desperately wish I could do? Well, don't I need internet for a job, to get a job? But then who would you watch? You wouldn't have Reddit anymore because you wouldn't have anything to post about. Also, who's going to come and get rid of my internet? Try. Let's never forget she sat on a pumpkin stem for OF. Huh? Who sat on a pumpkin stem? That sounds painful. I never did that.
What'd you do?
They said, let's never forget that she sat on a pumpkin stem for OF. You're the one that took pictures for me for Halloween when I had my OF. I never once sat on a pumpkin.
I don't think you sat on it. You had it.
I had it in front of me.
They're just morons.
Not. I never sat on it. I had it in front of me. Kind of covering a bit. That was about it. But I don't do OF anymore. Those accounts have been taken down by me, personally. I don't do OF, and I don't believe in doing OF anymore. And then someone said, dear God, I had completely forgotten about that. Oh, I could never forget it. It's a permanent part of my brain. I'm trying to burn it out. Y'all paid for that. That shit was not free. I'm sorry about your luck. Y'all paid for it. Thanks for the money, though. She's ridiculous. She's always trying to start crap with people. I mean, if the shoe fits, honey.
All right, grab a cigarette.
So should the church then. Have you even read the Bible? God don't judge, but keep on. Fake church blubbers make me laugh. God created man and woman. Actually, he didn't create woman and man and man. Thank you. So, the church should not be canceled. Pride Month should. If anything, we need more churches and more religion in this country because our country was founded on God. Not on two lesbians or gays going out and making out and going butt naked down a street with kids around. Thank you. And not these people forcing our kids to think they're supposed to be another gender when they're like 7 years old. Okay? I said what I said, and if you don't like it, oh fucking well. Get over it. I don't know what church you go to, but at my church, we believe man and woman. Not all these other made-up genders, okay? That is it. However, we don't discriminate if you're dating another woman. We don't discriminate if you're dating a man. We don't discriminate. But we do go by the Bible. And in the beginning, God created Adam and Eve, man and woman. Woman came from Adam, which is man, which is why we are called woman. So before you sit there and try to say the church should be canceled because I have an opinion on Pride Month being canceled, maybe you should reevaluate you as a Christian because your facts are completely wrong. Because yes, I read the Bible. And God does judge, actually. So the statement you're saying that God does not judge is completely false. God very well does judge everyone. As a matter of fact, he is the highest judge known. I was, yes. Even if I still was, I know what the Bible says. The Bible does not condone two women being together or two men being together. It states man and woman. And God does judge people. And he judges righteously so. So that whole statement that tried to look good fit in statement you did, not working. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Sufficient Tie 4266. Their comment was, so should the church then, talking about the church should be canceled because I said Pride Month should be canceled. They said, so should the church then. Have you even read the Bible? God doesn't judge, but keep on with your fake church blubbers. They make me laugh. So everything I've just said was directed towards them, not to you. Yeah. I just can't stand someone who sits there and claims to know the Bible and then will say that God's fine with gays and lesbians being together and that God doesn't judge. When in fact, God does judge and he judges everyone righteously so, based on what they're doing, their sins, and all that. Yes, God forgives if you ask for it. But yes, he does judge. And in the beginning, God created man and woman. Woman came from man, hence why we're called woman. Eve came from Adam because Adam was lonely. That's what happened there. He never created Adam to be a female and Eve to be a female, and then there we go, there's how we get kids. No. And I don't care who I piss off with this, it's the truth. So reevaluate your Christianity because you're not a Christian if you believe that God doesn't judge people and that it's okay for homosexuality to exist. Because the Bible will righteously tell you it's a sin. Granted, most churches will not judge you based on, your sexuality, but the Bible does say it's a sin. Once my husband gets back in here, because I want to see if he has any comments on this. Yeah, we all sin. Yes, we all sin and fall short of the glory of God. Yes. But our sins are forgiven by God. That's why he died on the cross, to forgive us of our sins. He sent his son, Jesus, who got crucified and died on the cross to forgive us of our sins. All we have to do is repent and ask for forgiveness of our sins and believe in God and trust in God. And we're good. But the statement that God doesn't judge people is false. Because he does. Sounds like you said.
What?
Are you done?
Almost. Why?
I had a comment I wanted you to address before I moved on to the next.
What's the comment?
So they said, so it's on the post where I said that Pride Month should be canceled.
Yeah.
They said, so should the church then. Have you even read the Bible? God doesn't judge, but keep on. Fake church blubbers make me laugh.
God doesn't judge?
Yeah, I know, right?
Since when? Do they not realize God has a final judgment?
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to judge righteously. God has the final judgment. You don't want God's judgment. Because if you get God's judgment...
Well, they said the church should be canceled if I think Pride Month should be canceled.
Literally never going to happen.
Also, in my life, Brandy said, in all due respect, we all sin.
True, it's part of our nature.
And then she just said it's not our call to call people true Christians. You can judge, but only God has the final say.
It actually is our job.
Says it in the Bible.
The Bible tells us to call out sin for what it is.
Yeah. The Bible says that. All right. Moving on. Blissfully said, give her a couple of weeks, she'll change her mind again. I'm guessing she forgot that she went from claiming she was bisexual to being pansexual and even had it in her bio for a while. You get more ridiculous every day. Yeah, you're good. I knew what you were saying, Brandy. Oh, my sinuses. So to address that, right? So there comes a point, I think, in everyone's life where they're confused on their sexuality. Also, due to this day and age of how many sexualities exist currently that shouldn't exist, it can be a little bit confusing. I only just learned what pansexual was recently. Bisexual, however, I claimed that since I was 12 because I've actually dated women and been involved with women sexually, as well as men. And that's how what my understanding of bisexual was. As of me right now, I am on the edge of trying to figure out who I am. Because of my newfound Christianity and me turning back to God, I am trying to figure out who I really am and what I like. And you know what I mean? Who I was before, that was not me. That was a demon. That was... I don't know what that was, okay? But who I am now and who I plan to be in the future is completely different. Now that she is supposedly in the church, she will say whatever it takes to get support and free stuff. First of all, I don't go to church just for free handouts. Nobody goes to church for free handouts. That's not what church is made for. Church is there for you to go willingly whenever you can to glorify God, to praise God, to be with the community, get together as a community and worship and praise God. That is what church is for. And if you want to be honest about it, you don't have to go to church to do these things. A church is two people or more. Wherever two or more are combined, I am there. That is what it says in the Bible. That is the definition of a church. You can have church wherever you're at. You don't have to go to an actual physical church. You can worship God anywhere. She always wanted to hook up with me. Why would I want to hook up with that? No. I never once wanted to hook up with Mary at all. Her cousin, yes, I did. And I actually did hook up with her cousin. He was my first. Now, I will also say that I had a crush on one of her other cousins, which was a female, when I was in school with Mary, and she wrote a letter and made this huge rumor that me and her cousin was caught in the bathroom doing stuff, which wasn't true. And even her cousin will tell you it wasn't true. But I never once wanted to be with Mary, and I don't know where that rumor came from or who said I wanted to be with her, because that's not true. There might be a girl I want to get with now, but I pretty much already have her. So it doesn't matter. You missed a few comments. Do you want me to go back so you
Yeah,
can...
if you want.
Give her a couple weeks, she'll change her mind again. I'm guessing she forgot that she went from claiming she was bisexual to being pansexual, and even had it in her bio for a while. You get more ridiculous every day. And then, now that she is supposedly in the church, she will say whatever it takes to get support and free stuff. And then, she always wanted to hook up with Mary.
Good job.
Sugar, I'm trying to talk to you. Sugar! Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I am so sick of her and people that feel the same.
That made no sense.
I love that she's creating new haters to get views. She will cry about it later. Oh no, people don't like me. What am I gonna do? Bruh, be so for real right now. She was big into pride for a while. She liked girls and guys. She wore pride arm things, and I think hats too. When did I have a pride hat? Or pride arm things?
It's been years ago that you actually had that. I know what you're talking about.
You do?
Yeah, it was an armband.
I don't remember it.
I do.
Because I know I don't really wear jewelry and stuff like that.
Yeah, you wore it like a couple of times and
Got rid of it or something?
But it was
Or?
like out in LA or some shit.
That was LA though. It's normal.
I think you either lost it or got rid of it one or the other.
I think it was given to me by someone then at that point.
Was.
Because she even posted on Facebook years ago, here we go, asking for women interested in playing with her. She did. She was bi for a while. She only pride when it's Pride Month. What? Respectfully, what?
Honestly, I don't give a shit less about Pride Month. I need to just...
Like I said earlier, I'm at the point in my life that I don't know who I am, okay? Yes, I have an attraction to women. Yes, I have an attraction to men. But I'm not going to say I'm one thing or the other currently because I don't know. And that's the truth of it. I am simply me. That's all I am. Then someone said yes. She's so desperate for engagement. Yes, so much so that she had a huge girl crush on Billie Eilish. I still do, actually. And her bestie, Mary, was afraid to visit her at one point. She was only afraid to visit me because of you guys, and I don't care if she visits me or not, and she's not my bestie. So in the case. And to be honest, looking back through the years, she was probably never my best friend. The only best friend I have now is Beth. She is my best friend and my wife, and y'all can keep her name out your mouth. If you know what's good for you. Oh my god, Chrissy's trying so hard to get a debate going. Okay, I'm gonna see if they've posted anything since I'm on here, because sometimes they actually do. So let's just refresh real quick. Yeah, they haven't. Also, while you were out, Brandy said calling out sin and calling people not Christian are two different things. Agree to
Actually,
disagree.
it is. It's the exact same thing. Because if you're going to say you're a Christian, but you don't hold true Christian values, then you're not a true Christian. You're just Christian by name, but you're not actual follower of Christ. So, and Jesus actually told us to not judge based on appearance alone, but with righteous judgment. And most people think that we're not supposed to judge at all, but it actually calls us to because we do it every day, as long as you're doing it in a righteous way. Mm-hmm. So, if they're calling out somebody's sin that you're not, even if you've done it before in the past, but you're no longer doing it, and you see that they're doing it, you can actually, basically be like, you shouldn't be doing that if you want to be a follower of Christ.
My grandmother used to do it to me all the time.
Yeah. You can tell somebody that they're doing wrong. Yeah.
It's a little stuffy.
And and use righteous judgment. Not hate, but righteous judgment. There's a big difference.
Does anyone in here have a question for me?
And if you don't understand that, then you just don't understand the scripture.
Or do you want me to continue on with the stuff on here? Okay, they said to continue. Alright, let me find one I haven't read, if I can. Here we go. This one says WTF from 5 days ago. It's got a picture of when I was live titled Let's Talk About Mary. Anything for views, and even that is failing. It wasn't for views, actually. I just wanted to go live and babble about what happened so that you guys weren't assuming I was friends with her still. And that's like the only comment for that one. Crusty bad-mouthing Mary like junior high. Let's see what the comments are. Did anyone record it? I didn't get to see it. They be back friends again next week. No, we won't. I don't want her as my friend. I don't want a yo-yo relationship. I'm not about that life. And then Nookie has a video that I guess is on YouTube from 8 days ago. I'm not going to click on it, but I'll read the comments. They say they didn't want judgment, but are white supremacists, and they want to say if you believe in abortions, you can't be Christian. Christians don't believe in abortions. I'm sorry about your luck. Someone named Fluffy Drama 7 days ago. They say they didn't want judgment, but they are white supremacists, and they want to say if you believe in abortions that you can't be Christian.
You can't. It's literally in opposition to Christianity.
Yeah.
You can't praise God at the same time try to claim
Our
God.
church is against abortion as well.
It doesn't work that way. The Bible is clear, thou shalt not kill.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can't play God and worship God at the same time. It doesn't work that way. Sorry. That's why
Greta said she had a question. So I'm just waiting for her to ask it. before I move to the other comments. Because there's also comments about Linda.
Who?
Linda, the one that gave us a ride.
What about it?
I'm not going to say her last name for the sake of her coming to because there are like 3 of them there. Well, I'm still waiting on Greta's question. But I'll move on until her question pops up because it might be delayed. What's wrong, Krusty? Are people realizing you're lazy and don't want to do anything to help yourself? Eh? I'll bet Sparky and Krusty argued religion and beliefs with the lady that drove them. That ride will come to a quick stop. No, I don't see a question, hon. It just says question and then did it not pop up? That's all I see. And then Panhandler's Pat said, or they both got baptized to become members of the church, and the church is wanting their tithes to be paid now. I haven't heard her speak much on tithing, only taking. You're not required to give money into a church. It's not a requirement.
It's not a requirement.
And we actually have paid the church, thank you.
So tithing is just if you have the actual money.
Someone replied to them saying, good point. No church will force you to give money to go to church. I'm sorry.
No. I want to say that only cult churches do.
I've never been to a church where it's a requirement.
That's because we've never been to a cult church. So the difference between a good Christian church and a cult church.
It doesn't take long for these two to show their true colors.
Which is what?
I have no idea. Purple? I don't know.
So, I mean, that's what
Is it purple or is it red? Is it blue?
Last time I said my color was white.
Calm down. They already think you're white supremacist.
I don't give a shit.
Sounds like she's starting to have some issues with the church people. Only 1. Well, 2 if you count Sandra, who's a little pushy.
So, because...
It's not really an issue with them. It's more or less, I don't agree with the same.
Different views and opinions?
Yeah. The only person I would say I sort of have an issue with is Sandra.
Who's that?
The little hunched over lady who's very nosy and in everybody's business. Yeah. We have this lady at church and like she will go up to everybody like, why didn't you do this? Are you going to do this? But you need to do this. Like, she's literally in everyone's business and knows everything about everyone. Like, this little lady be there. So, yeah, a lot of people in the church think she's a bit annoying and excessive. But, yeah, we just deal with it because that's how we are. But, no, the lady that gives me a ride or gave us a ride home, I wouldn't say I have issues with her. It's just the fact that I don't believe with what she believes. I believe in helping everyone. She believes only helping those who have the same belief as you. Nine days ago, they titled it, Wow. And it's from my Facebook post that says, why is it seeming literally impossible to find a job, either a work-from-home job or an actual job that is easy to get to? I have been crying and so depressed because I feel like a failure. True. I do not have my own money. Not true now. I actually do make my own money now. And SSI has been taking over a year to process anything. Still true because I'm still waiting. I thought about Walmart, but I do not have a driver's license nor any reliable transportation since the buses do not start until after 8 a.m. Also true, excuse me. And majority of the time they are delayed. Very true. What do I do? Does anyone need anything done I can do for extra cash? And could you provide transportation? Please help. That was on my personal Facebook before I privated it again. I unprivate it every once in a while just to give them shit to post, to be fair with you. Looking for a job with no skills, no work history. All you have to do is transport me there and back, pay me well, also anticipate all my call-outs, which likely begin within 2 days, is what the top comment is. First of all, I do have a work history. Be nice to y'all. I see. Here's the thing. You guys think I tell you word for word, day to day, everything I do or everything I have done. I don't. There's stuff that you do not know about me that I refuse to tell you, including work history. Because there's some things I do keep private. And there's going to be a lot of other things that I start keeping private, most likely. We'll see. I mean, I'm an open book, but to a point, okay? This is what happens when you spend years dodging trying to get a job, and now you have no experience to get these types of jobs. Getting a work-from-home job is going to be hard because you have to know how to troubleshoot, and no company wants to hire an inexperienced customer service worker because, let's be real, that is all you can do with the bare minimum, and even that's not enough because she never tried to better herself. You're at the bottom of the totem pole, Crystal. Gotta work some shitty jobs now for a few years until you can move up. Welcome to the real world. Again with the bullying. First of all, if we want to go technical, I had a check until I was, 21? I was on like a disability SSI check.
You know, it was right after we got married.
So 19.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Till I was 19, 20.
Yeah.
And I was under my grandmother's supervision. She was my payee. And, my grandmother wouldn't let me get a job. So there's that. Neither would my mom. And that's not me being overdramatic. My husband could tell you. My grandmother didn't want me leaving the house at all, did she? She did not want me leaving the house. I had to be there to wait on her hand and foot. And I did. I helped her wholeheartedly. Yes, we got into arguments and disagreements, but that's just how relationships, families, any family gets into arguments, disagreements, But yes, I did help her. There's been times I've had to help her bathe as well because she had a stand-up shower, couldn't use the tub because she couldn't get in and out of the tub. And I would help her, scrub her back and everything else. And she would do her private areas because she never liked anybody. She wouldn't even let the hospital do her private areas. She had to do it herself. That's just how she was. She passed away this year, February the 7th, one day after she turned 79. But yes, she was part of the reason why I didn't work because I had a check. And I was always taught that if you had a check, you couldn't work. And I was never really taught how to work. I know in high school, or I don't know if it was elementary or high school, but I was in special ed for both high school and elementary school. And that back then, me and Mary were really close friends. Some people would consider it best friends. I used to consider it best friends. And she actually was assigned a working class, where you have to get a job and stuff like that. And she was also assigned a class where she had to take care of the special needs people and the kids. And so I unfortunately didn't get to do any of those extracurricular classes. My grandmother didn't believe in it. She wanted me home. She got mad that I even walked home one day from school with a boy. His name was Nathan Myatt. He was a cook and was studying to be a chef, I believe. And so he was in cooking classes, baking classes at school. And, we decided to skip the bus and walk home since my trailer wasn't too far and I knew a shortcut through the woods. And right behind my aunt's house at the time. And she got mad that I didn't take the bus home. I arrived a little bit before or a little bit after the bus got there. I can't remember, but she got really mad. that he brought me home. But I do believe some of that, some of the reason why I don't work might stem from that. It's just, I'm used to not working. I've never had to work a day in my life. I've never had to really want for nothing. I'm not going to lie. My family was wealthy at one point. I don't tell a lot of people this because it's a part of my life I try not to look back on. Yes, it was fun. I got everything I wanted. My grandfather was a construction worker and carpenter. My grandmother, she had multiple jobs. We lived in a nice brick house in the country. We had a farm. And after my grandfather died, everything changed. It's like all the money went out the window, and that's where all of our struggles started. He was the glue that was holding the family together. Once he got cancer and passed away, we lost everything. And I don't think none of us ever recovered from it or learned how to recover from it because we were so used to never wanting for anything and so used to being able to just go out and spend money here and there on whatever we wanted. So yes, I was a spoiled, rich, bratty kid. I was also the pick-me prep in my middle school and elementary school back in E-Town. I was literally the type of person that if I didn't like you, you weren't allowed to sit with me at my table. And so, yeah, I was a bully at one point. Yes, I was a bully. Ironically now so, I am the one that is being bullied and I am no longer wealthy kid. So, you know, I wasn't always poor. I wasn't always what I am, you know? Like, there was a time we were wealthy. It's just something I've never really talked with anyone about because I didn't think anybody really cared. I don't even know why I'm talking about it now. I don't know. But, inexperienced, yes, I'm very inexperienced with customer care. All I've ever done is cash registering and stocking, and I've done janitorial work. I was a bell ringer for the Salvation Army. Like, I helped with DoorDash when my husband was a dasher. I've also volunteered with the ASPCA in Louisville, Kentucky when I was in foster care for a year. But when I do resumes, I only ever put one job. I don't put all of them because I don't know if they all matter. I was never taught really how to do a resume or how to fill out an application or how to do an interview, what to wear to an interview. I was never taught any of that. So if I come off as dumb when I'm asking questions about work or about what I'm supposed to do, it's because I quite frankly just don't know. She can't speak properly. She can't read out loud very well at all. I doubt she can type without tons of errors. She can't spell, and she can't do simple math. What does she think she will do from home? I feel like that's just a jab at my special needs, to be honest. It's not nice to make fun of people. Agreed, she has no work history. No one in their right mind would hire her. I mean, I could care less if somebody hires me or not. I'm doing my surveys here and there. I'm selling what I can sell that I don't need, that I get from giveaways that I win. You know, like, and before y'all go and say, oh, you shouldn't be selling stuff you get for free. Well, what do you want me to do with it? Throw it in the trash. Like, if it's a giveaway that I win, I don't know what I'm winning, by the way. They just show up at my door. And then I find out. If it's something I can't use that's in good condition, brand new, I'm going to sell it to get money for me and my family. I'm not going to just keep it and let it pile up somewhere. Or if I know someone that wants it, I'll give it to them if they need it that bad. But otherwise, I'm going to try and sell it to make money for my family. So before you go and say, don't be selling something you got for free, maybe look into the deeper issue at hand with you first. And ask, why are you judging someone selling something that was given to them that is now legally theirs?
What?
Hmm?
What are you going about?
No, I was just saying before they go and start saying I shouldn't be selling the stuff that I've won in giveaways because it was free. That because I know that's because they've done it in the past.
People from the app actually buy and then turn around or get this stuff and turn
And
around
then resell
sell
it. Yeah, it's all Whatnot is resellers.
That's all it is. Some of them get it from actual, their businesses,
Yeah.
but
The majority of them are resellers.
They resell it themselves.
She did not finish school, 0 education, 0 work experience.
You don't have to have a complete school to have an education. Sorry to tell you.
She's always looking for sympathy and hopes people will give her their money. I'm actually not. I don't want your money. You want to give me your money, I'll take it, but...
We're not. Nobody's looking for sympathy either.
Ooh, one of my thingies, my giveaway wins, was shipped. Ah! My girl with the laptop is live. Do you want to go in and try to win another one?
At the moment.
Dang it.
We got some phone on charge. Really?
Walmart is definitely not the one for her. You have to actually stand and move. Bro.
Oh, yeah, stand and move. Oh, my goodness.
But the good thing about Walmart is that she could work 2 to 6, for example. It doesn't have to be a 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. shift, but I guess the bus doesn't run at those times either. It's not the fact that the bus doesn't run at certain times, for one. The bus is always delayed or broken. I would not get there on time for my shift. It's not reliable source of transportation. We literally encountered a lady that had to call in the other day when we were trying to get to church.
Here is my question. Why the hell
Is it any of their concern?
are they so freaking concerned about somebody else?
I don't know. They should just be happy that I'm trying.
Unless you got your own freaking life together, you got no freaking problems of your own. Who cares why you were so worried about our damn life for? Leave it alone. Go worry about somebody else's freaking life, but worry about your damn life.
If she really wants a job and put in an app for SSI, she can contact vocational rehabilitation services. They will help find her a job that fit her disability needs, plus help find her a ride to and from home from work. What is vocational rehabilitation?
I'm just going to tell you about something. Yeah, y'all worry so damn much about everybody else instead of your own damn lives. And I want to tell you straight up, there are certain people I cannot stand in this freaking world.
We still have to eat dinner. I haven't even ate. I'm not even
I
hungry.
really can't stand certain people in this world. I get called anti-trans, homophobic, transphobic, all this stuff. I don't give a shit because I am. I don't like trans people. I don't like all these other people. I don't care about them.
Babe.
What they do in their own personal life is their problem. They'll put it in my face.
Hey!
What?
You're going to get my TikTok banana.
I'm just saying.
You can't say the T word much.
I said it earlier in my life.
Oh, did they change it? Because last
They're
time...
not protected anymore.
Oh, they're not?
Trump changed that. They're no longer in that part of the LGBTQ community.
So I can say what I want about them now.
Well, you got to be careful at times.
Because I remember last time I said the T word, I got
I
banana.
actually put up an anti-trans flag and it got taken down.
Anywho.
But sometimes they flag you, sometimes they don't. It depends.
Okay, can we just change the topic, please?
Sure, go for it.
Seriously, she wants a job that will pick her up and take her home. The last time she got a job she lasted 4 hours because they wanted her to do her job. She wants to do nothing and get paid for it. I swear these idiots. Huh?
They concern themselves.
Wait, what? What job did I have that was 4 hours? Someone said, where was that? And they said, it was a while ago. I think it was when they lived in a roach-infested house with all the people. The one where she said that he was eating roaches at night, and she got racist with the DoorDash driver? Eating roaches?
Over at Dawn's?
I guess, but who the frick eats roaches? Oh yeah, I was there. It was more than 4 hours. It was like what? I was there for what? Like a week?
Where?
If they're talking about Dollar General.
Well, no,
that was like only 2 days.
That was Salvation Army.
No, not the one that I worked with John. They're talking about when I lived with John.
Yeah.
I didn't work for Salvation Army when I lived with him. I met him at Salvation Army.
You working on? Where was that, John?
Dollar General for like 1 day. And the day that I went in, they made me lock up and put a chain around the door because they said that there's a bunch of robberies that take place here and I wanted no part with
What's that with Barstown?
No. I never worked at Dollar General in Barstown. I worked at Dollar Tree.
I'm getting all the dollar stores confused.
But yeah, I worked longer than 4 hours, but it's one of those things where I was not safe in the environment. I went in, and the manager that was supposed to train me wasn't even there. It was just me and one other person who, quote, had to leave early. So I was left to lock up on my first day, and I was told to clean the store, stock the shelves, and run cash register on my first day, all at the same time. And, might I mind you, they also made me watch a homeless couple that came in there because, quote, they thought they were going to steal the store and rob the store because they're homeless. Their words were, it's a homeless couple, please keep an eye on them, they're going to steal something. And so when I left, they told me that I needed to take this chain, and it had like 2 locks on it, 2 padlocks, and it was like a chain-linked chain. I don't even know what it's like, some type of iron chain. And I had to run it around the door handles because they said locking it regularly wasn't enough. They'll break the glass. And I'm sitting here thinking, how is putting a chain on the door handles not going to...
say, why would it change?
Well, it just made me feel like I was not going to be safe working there. That's just not something you do on your first day. You know, like, it was very unprofessional. The manager was not there. It was just me and the one other lady who wasn't even a manager at all.
They were afraid that
there was no manager at all the entire day.
No, they were afraid the glass was going to broke. I mean, the best thing they should have done was put like bulletproof glass.
I'm not even sure if that Dollar General is even open because they got cited so many times for like having stuff in the aisles. But yeah. As for being racist with the DoorDash driver, I admit I did that. And I've owned up to that and I've apologized for it numerous times. And I've worked to change myself so I don't say anything like that again. So I would really appreciate it if you keep that part of my past in the past and try not to bring it up since I have worked hard enough to change who I was then to who I am now. It's still open? Okay, you know the one I'm talking about then? Kat has just asked if I was monetized on TikTok. I said, no, I don't know, LOL, because I get gifts, which turn into currency, and people can subscribe to me, but I don't, that's as far as it goes, I think. You drive by it, yeah. Yeah, it was just the most convenient place to get a job at, to be fair. But I don't know. That's probably the shortest amount of time I've ever worked at one place because something was off about that place. It just didn't seem right that there was no manager. The manager had told me they'd be there to train me when I went in, and there was no manager, and the girl that was there did not help me to do anything at all. She expected me to immediately know what I was doing. I was just so confused and lost that I just chose not to come back. I didn't feel safe. If I had to sit there and watch people while working and doing everything at once, it's just too much for your first day. I've never actually worked for a job where they make me do everything on my first day. Also, what store trusts someone to lock up on their first day? Hello? That's not even... I mean, thanks for trusting me because you needed to go somewhere with your boyfriend, but damn. I've been on my own since I was 18, and making money is like anything else. Even the stupidest person can say, I want children, and they'll have children. I want money, they'll find a way. Her problem is, her primary desire is, I want absolute freedom. I want every hour of every day to be mine. It doesn't mesh well with having piles of cash for the vast majority. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Who doesn't want your time to...
Do they now? Since when?
What?
She said that the Dollar General has cameras everywhere. They must have upgraded security.
Oh, God.
They're always having people break in there. Oh, my God. I didn't know they had a lot of cameras. I don't know why. Why do I need to watch so many people then if they have cameras? Hello?
I mean, honestly, with that one comment, why wouldn't anybody want their time, for yourself? But
I mean,
that's why people become self-employed.
I guess this is they're hidden. Oh, okay. I guess this is the part of me that's confused because I have a hard time understanding certain things, so I really don't know what's happening right here. Oh no, the next comment. When the hell is she finally gonna realize that life is hard? Bruh.
I think everybody's realized that.
Everyone's life. You think everyone has an easy life, love? Is what? Do you think I have an easy life? Do you think that I consider my life easy by any means?
Even celebrities have hard lives sometimes. Good Lord, nobody's like that.
Then they continue with, nothing in life just gets constantly handed to you. God's love and the breath that I breathe does. And food. I always have food. You know me. Your girl like to eat. True. I just don't understand how they expected me to watch someone while also cleaning the store, stocking the shelves, and manning the register. All at the same time. My little pea brain cannot multitask like that. There is a lot worse things that can happen to her other than she can't find a job that will pay her a paycheck and provide her transportation. Huh? And anyone who is donating money to her must just have plenty they can light on fire. They don't even use the money on things they actually need. Beg talk is so disgusting. Apparently I'm still a beggar. Oh boy. Also, nobody's donating money to me. It's being forced given to me. I say no, but she still gives it to me. She's fucking stubborn, and that would be my wife that I'm talking about. Thank you. You have proof of this. She won't take no for an answer. She'll just be giving me shit all the time. There are many businesses within walking distance of her living situation. There is?
There is?
Hello? Last I checked, it takes like 7 hours or more. Actually, 3 days, depending on where you're going.
Do not live.
I mean, unless you want me to get in trouble for walking on the freeway.
I mean, we quite literally don't even live in that good of an area.
Yes, there might be stuff that's within walking distance, like Walmart, but there's no walking route. Unless you want me to walk on the freeway. It's all about effort, and I feel nothing for this chick. After 3 years knowing her complaint online, she's pathetic. I mean, I can take you guys on a live of me walking to Walmart, I guess. Because according to GPS, even though something is only a mile away, it takes hours to get to.
Hold on. Which Walmart are you referring to?
The one that's like right behind us.
Yeah, there's another one closer.
Where?
The one I went to.
Okay, but how far is that?
It's straight up the road.
Okay, but how far, babe? I'm not going to walk 6 miles, is what I'm saying.
Let's see. Okay, so do you remember where Spirit Halloween was last year?
Yeah, that's a good 3 to 4 miles away.
That's where it's at. It's right down the street.
That's too far for me to walk.
I didn't say it was. I didn't say you could walk. I just
You're
said
trying to
it's
prove
right
a point that it's walking distance.
there. I didn't say it was walking distance.
That's what they're talking about. They're saying everything's walking distance that's around me.
But it depends
And I'm
on-
trying to explain that if they actually GPS my address to stuff around me, that you'll find out it's 7 minutes in a car, 7 hours walking. And that the directions are really messed up.
Well, sometimes go there. Especially if you're going like downtown.
I absolutely refuse to get on a bicycle. I don't trust them. I forgot how to ride a bicycle. I was hit by a car when I was younger on a bicycle and haven't gotten on one since. I don't trust bikes anymore.
You try mine if you can get up on.
Because I'm short and yours is high up. But yeah, every time I get on a bike, I shake really bad. And it's like I just blank out and I fall. I've tried. I just can't. I don't know if I'll ever get over my fear of bikes, but my husband can confirm if I get on a bike today, I will start shaking really bad and have an anxiety attack.
So if you want to get on a scooter.
I will not get on that death machine. No, thank you. You've already wrecked it. You could have died.
Oh, I couldn't have died. I mean, I got burned.
You've had that a long time ago. No, someone was like, well, you could get a bike to ride. They're going to think it's an excuse, but it's the truth. When I was dating Elvis, I was in a bad car accident. My brake gave out as I was trying to stop, and I got hit by a car with a college student in it. I ended up rolling all the way up on top of the car and then back down, and I hit my head a few times. Luckily, I didn't break any bones. There was no serious injuries. I did go to the hospital later, though, because my leg just started swelling up and it started to bruise. But they said it was just a really bad, bruising and where I just hit the ground so hard, and the bike got totaled. So I just don't trust bikes anymore. Yeah. There was a very scary time, and I guess, I don't know, I just get flashbacks when I get on a bike. Like I said, I start shaking and my anxiety gets up. For real, I remember moving into some very sus places, and if you wear out the shoe leather, walk one way, then the other, look for every place you can work at and go in, then find the local bus stops, follow them to where they go, apply at jobs at those stops. It might take weeks, it might take a month, but eventually you ask the right person at the right time and you're hired. Huh?
Jobs don't work that way anymore.
Yeah, you can't just walk in.
Go online to apply for jobs. You can't just walk into a job and ask for one and they give it to you. It used to be that way.
Yeah, it used to be. You could just walk
But not
in.
anymore.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it takes
Internet.
all kinds of crap just to get a freaking job anymore.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
Well, with UPS, that was online as well.
I know.
On Munster. I almost thought it was too good to be true because of the pay rate. Her and Skippy. Oh, you're Skippy now.
Oh, I got a new name. Goody.
You're Peanut Butter. You're Skippy.
Goody gumdrops.
Could both get electric scooters and bikes. It's all about not buying useless junk online and how bad do you really want a job. Where I live, it's like everyone has an electric scooter. They go pretty fast. They really aren't all that expensive.
I've got an electric scooter.
Yeah.
My problem is the battery's not that great.
Someone said blue check marks are more important. Are they referencing to my Facebook thing that I got rid of? And I wanted to see what it was like. Because they say you're supposed to get more benefits if you have it. I don't know. I didn't notice any difference. So I got rid of it.
I've seen a lot of people who are TikTok.
Bro. See, now I gotta get a fucking electric scooter just to prove this bitch wrong.
Right.
They won't hold my weight.
You
I got on yours. I just didn't like it. I was very shaky.
gotta get used to it.
I'm generally not trying to be mean, but electric scooters have a weight limit. I'm not sure there is one that could accommodate her weight safely.
Well,
If there is, surely it would cost her more. I want to say Sparky had one and broke it, but I could be wrong.
Well, they actually do have a weight limit, but they vary. My weight limit is
And then
almost 400 pounds.
someone said, yeah, I weigh 240 pounds. And you bully me. Damn. And I know I am near or past the weight limit on most of them things.
No, you're not.
No, the majority of them, their weight limit is 400 to 500 pounds.
Yeah.
I've seen some that are 600. It all depends on what they're made with and how well they're built.
Yeah, because there's actually one that I want to get that costs about $6 or $7.
Now, if it had a seat and maybe 3 wheels, I might be okay. Give me a mobility scooter, I'll be
They
good.
actually do make scooters. like that.
Wait, a mobility scooter. It might take me a minute to get to church, but I'll figure it out.
Or yeah, battery.
I feel like I would be safer if it had 3 or 4 wheels.
Probably would.
Because that's more stability for someone like me who is
But that
accident prone.
Well, I don't really think that the scooter like that would actually be okay to drive on the road.
But then again, with the way I am with bicycles, I don't know if I would be able to. Because my anxiety just takes over. A pathetic cry for sympathy to get money. She has no intention of working. Buses are available. This is such bullshit.
Somebody has
I wish someone that lived here that uses the buses would fucking comment on this shit.
So, I will mention this. I have been on Florida transportation here, Louisville, Kentucky, Cincinnati. They're all the freaking same.
Not really.
They're not really all that
At least for
same.
me. I've been on a bus. Where was I? And then we took. It was LA. Because I think we were seeing Xander. No. Yeah. Did we take a bus in LA to see Xander before we got the Mustang? I remember being on a bus in LA. And the buses were on time majority of the time. But they kept their buses like up and running. Like they actually did maintenance on their buses. Here, not so much because it's all community funded, I do believe.
We may have been on one once, but I don't really know.
Yeah. Every place is different. Not all places are the same when it comes to buses.
Well, the reason why I said that is because when you're in major...
For fuck's sake! Since when does she care about being a lazy lump who sits all day? My ass hurts from sitting. Thank you. Do you want to come and kiss it? We all know she is not actively looking for a job. Trying to get people to engage and debate her ever-changing beliefs so she is back to looking for sympathy. I just finally got my disability after a 3-year fight, and that's with my doctor giving them details of all my disabilities in a hearing with a judge. She's ridiculous. If she would even put half the effort into looking for a job rather than scheming for strangers to support her, they wouldn't need to keep begging. Yet for some reason she has no shame being how she is, and I really doubt she would ever stop begging. Oh, please give me some money. I need $25. Shout out your ass.
When did you start debating?
I don't know, unless they're talking about the one time I tried. Just to see what it was like.
Because you don't do the criteria.
I do not know. She's not getting disability. She has no doctor-diagnosed disability. Damn, you live with me? Fuck.
What?
Bro, are you my family? Are you a long-lost relative that I don't know about, Mr. or Mrs. Some Conference 4183? You know me personally? Have you been to my doctor's appointments with me? Have you been to my hospital? Or any of the hospital appointments and visits I've had? Were you there when I was on the phone with phone interviews? And yes, it does take a couple of years to get. Mine actually didn't when I was a kid. But that's when I was a kid. They gave it to me immediately. When I was a kid.
They tend to get it
But I did have to go through like a lot of doctors and stuff to get it when I was a kid, yes. Exactly, and laziness is not a disability. Neither, you know what? With this right here, none of y'all are disabled then, you know what I mean? None of y'all are disabled. And the reason I say this is because you're saying I'm not disabled because I look like I'm able to do something, or because you don't believe the disabilities that I've told you guys that I have been actually diagnosed with. You guys choose to believe that. So I'm going to choose to believe that none of y'all are disabled, and Blind Yoda is not really blind. She's just doing it for sympathy. Like, I can literally backfire all of this on you guys. Do you see what I'm doing here? It's literally the same thing y'all are saying. And no, I'm not going to sit here and show you paperwork from doctors because it's none of your fucking business what my paperwork say for my doctors. But with that, I'm going to say none of y'all are disabled up in there. I don't know what y'all look like, but I see how you talk online, so that means you're not disabled. That's the type of shit y'all are on about. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and stoop to y'all's level of petty. Okay? Because God has a plan for everyone, and I have to answer him one day, just as you do. It's not right to say somebody's not disabled simply based off the way someone acts or looks.
It's actually judging unrighteously.
Greta said, my doctor has told me to apply for disability, but I said I'll wait.
Do not
Wait, what? Community flagged comments detected. Filter comments? What the fuck? No. What was community flagged? It's easier as a kid? Probably, yeah. I was on disability as a kid for autism, ADHD, epilepsy. Oof.
How the hell are we on disability?
I was on a lot of medication too.
My parents actually
I was really messed up.
To give me on disability, and they didn't want to. They were going to try to live on my
No, my aunt didn't want me on disability, but she wasn't the one raising me. She thought that I needed to actually be out in society and work for a living instead of getting disability. Huh?
That's what my parents did.
Yeah. But my grandmother fought for my disability
It was up to you.
because she figured I would never be able to work. And she even told me I'd never be able to work. And I was told by doctors that I would never be able to work. Due to the way my brain is. And other things. But I'm not going to get into that because it doesn't matter. You guys don't care. I'm not going to get into it. They gifted a car when they lived in... No, wait, what? They grifted... What's grifted mean? A car when they lived in Alabama. I wonder if they've tried that in South Carolina. I'm sure she thinks the church will provide that as well. I'm confused. What does grift mean? Like grifted? What does that mean?
Huh?
Am I still playing the police game? Not tonight. But I have it.
Are they talking about when I sold the truck and got... Or sold the car and got a truck?
That was a trade. Wasn't it? No. You sold the Mustang to buy a truck.
And then
Yeah.
bought the truck.
Yeah, from some guy out in the country. I've never heard that term before a day in my life. Kiki says, grifted means begging for a gift and you got it.
I didn't beg for any gift.
Yeah, you didn't beg anybody for a vehicle.
I just sold my car and went and bought a truck.
Yeah. The Mustang, we got that when we were in Los Angeles. Thanks to a GoFundMe. Was it GoFundMe?
Yeah.
Yeah, GoFundMe along with DoorDashing to get the money up. And we used it to go see our son. That was in the hospital.
So I paid $1,200 for that.
Once he died, we left, went to Alabama, and sold it there in Alabama and got a different vehicle. Someone requested to join. I don't know who. Oh, it disappeared. Okay. Someone said, get a driver's license. I'm not allowed to drive. Oh, okay, you're good. But yeah, I'm not allowed to drive. I've been told by doctors I would never be able to drive, so I've never attempted it.
You know, I actually knew a lady that was 87 years old and never had a driver's license. And never was going to other people.
Beth doesn't drive either.
But actually, what I'm talking about is actually something. She actually never owned a vehicle, never had a license.
The buses suck in the Charleston area, but they do start running around 5 a.m. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Maybe downtown Charleston, but not where I'm at. I'm going to have to research that one. Can you search that up?
I don't think they start at 5 a.m. because I go to work at that time.
Yeah, I've never...
Now, they might stay a little bit later than 5 a.m., like 6.
I'm in North Charleston, first of all.
You sometimes see people staying at bus stops that early, but I never see a bus.
I've never seen a bus that early. And then somebody else said, right, our public transport is a known issue, but the buses do run early in the morning. I've only ever seen them run after 8 because whenever I try to say I need a bus before 8 o'clock, it says no on the Google. I use Google for the bus routes. On Sundays, when we go to church, we take the bus, and it tells us we can't board the bus until 8:45 or 9 a.m., right when Sunday school is starting, and then we never make it to church until about sometimes 10 minutes right before or halfway through service because there's delays or something happens. Oh my god, my sinuses are draining. Well, that was all the comments on that one. Holy hell. That was a lot of comments. 30 comments. Bro. 19 days ago, it says asking for more free stuff. Hello? This is the last one I'm going to do because it's after 10 and apparently my husband's falling asleep. But it says asking for more free stuff 19 days ago. And it's a picture of my Discord for the Amazon channel where I do my giveaways and people post their Amazon wish list and registries. And it's a picture of where I posted mine. And I said, at everyone, this channel is back. It is for Amazon registry, wishlist sharing, and gifting each other. Here's mine and my husband's Amazon registry. Nothing is expected, but it is always appreciated. And they said that I was begging for more free stuff.
Why don't you go after YouTubers that do the same thing?
How do they think people get these, like, fan mail shit?
Y'all literally are very uneducated.
And do all these unboxings. They literally tell their fans to send them stuff.
Nobody.
I don't do that. I'm like, it's appreciated but not expected.
But y'all, I don't ever see anybody talking about things, YouTubers that have millions of followers who post their link trees and all that stuff.
I don't even use Linktree anymore.
Tell people to buy their merchandise and stuff like that. Go after them. And that's how y'all feel, go after them.
Bro. They said it says that we're getting married April 2nd of 2026. That's because it wouldn't let me put our 2015. It wouldn't let me put 2015. And you have to have a wedding registry or a baby registry in order to get contributions towards gifts. It can't be any of the other ones. And then they're laughing that it's a wedding registry. And then someone said, LOL, OL. Is Michael still putting army crap on the wish list? What's his last name? Bruner. And then someone else said, thank you.
What does that matter?
I don't know. Somebody named Just Say It. Wedding registry. What a con artist. Their first wedding was at a Hardee's.
First wedding?
Nothing is expected.
First wedding?
We never had a wedding. I don't know. I think the wedding registry has something to do with people being able to see what was purchased and possibly by whom. Yes. Wedding registry. They are not legally married. I have no clue.
Oh my god.
Here we go with the not legally married shit again.
Yeah.
Then y'all aren't legally breathing. How about that? I've had enough.
God, these people are ridiculous.
We're not legally married. Okay, you legally don't have kids. You're legally not alive. Or you're legally not a guy. You're legally not a girl. You want me to keep offending you? You're legally not legalized in the United States. Get the fuck out. Sorry. That pisses me off. People are so stupid. They've seen our fucking marriage certificate, but because it's not from their state, they think it's not
They
legal.
are ignorant.
Freaking ridiculous. Anywho, that was the last one. I'm gonna refresh just in case. There's a new one. And then I'll do that, and then I'll be out.
I swear I've had so much stupidity today.
Okay, there's a new one. It says, 29 minutes ago, reading Reddit comments. Girl, stop lying. You were at Dollar General for less than half a day. Do you know me? Now you are trying to change the subject, and not being safe wasn't your excuse. You were crying about your feet and back hurt. I was not. I never once. I was only there for one day, one shift.
I just know that they're actually in your live stream.
Oh yeah, I know they are, but they won't say shit because of fucking cowards.
You know,
It's spicy margarita, by the way.
You know, you want to talk so much shit? Why don't you start commenting in the live stream? Come in my live stream.
There's no comments, however, so I cannot read comments.
Because I really don't care.
Wait, it says there's one comment now. Oh, it's deleted. Never mind. Dumb. Alright, well. Good luck.
You know, I find it funny. I think she's bad, and yet y'all barely say anything about me and how worse than she is.
No, my mom is worse than the both of us.
But what?
Everything. She actually do be acting on her shit. Like, if you actually go and show up at my mom's place.
Violence, yeah.
Yeah, my mom. That's one of the reasons why I moved away from Kentucky, because my mom, she's a very violent person.
She just channels her violence in the wrong way.
She does, yes. She's actually hands-on physical violence.
She just channels that to the actual something that actually matters.
Now then, we're going to lighten the mood. This thing is really loud, by the way. We're going to lighten the mood with some music. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, please put them in, or you could just be a coward. You know, whatever. For the haters that are obviously steadily watching, because they know I'm talking about
we
them.
know you're in there. So you might as well just open your mouth. Because I've gotten to the point where I just don't do shit what you said.
Well, they've got about 5-10 seconds, give or take, and then it's going to be,
Actually, I'm always not doing shit what you said. Yeah, I'm going to take worse now.
I tried to ask a question, but it wouldn't post. I wonder why.
Are you a Roblox fanatic?
So to be honest,
Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to earn digital gift cards.
I'm like, her?
Shit, I've accidentally gone all the
I
way.
don't care what you call me. I personally don't.
No!
I think you have something to talk about.
There we go. I was trying to make it bigger, but it's fine. There we go.
Y'all want me to know these are
Just what am I afraid of? When I call out your name. This? The one that I've been playing for the past few days that was requested by a person on my TikTok. It's by someone named Addison Road. Why, you don't like it?
No, I didn't get it. I don't like it.
It was the way you were like, well, who is that?
Yeah, I was asking her what, damn it.
See, now I got restarted.
No, I just had never heard it.
Yeah, you have.
I wasn't paying attention.
I've played it multiple times.
Ooh.
Everything comes down to love. And just what am I afraid of? When I call out your name, something inside awakes in my soul. How quickly I forget I'm yours. Not my own. I've been carried by you all my life. Everything rides on hope now. Everything rides on faith somehow. The world has broken me down. Your love sets me free. When my life is like a storm, rising waters, all I want is the shore. You say I'll be okay and make it through the rain. You are my shelter from the storm. Everything rides on hope now. Everything rides on faith somehow. When the world has broken me down, your love sets me free. I will sing your praises high. Your love sets me free. Your love sets me free. Your love sets me free. Not my own, I've been carried by you all my life. Everything rides on hope now. Yeah, he bought toilet paper. Somehow we got paid, so I sold my controller finally. Your love sets me free. Sets me free. Your love sets me free. Made $30, so I was able to actually get one of my sparkling ices as well. Your love sets me free. 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 My hands are searching for you. My arms are outstretched towards you. I feel you on my fingertips. My tongue dances behind my lips for you. The fire rising through my being, running on my ears to see you. always go by more when we get down to 2 hours. We normally do too, depending on when his pay is. I'm waiting on a Labubu to come in that I won. It's a Naruto one. And I began to fade into a secret place. The music makes me sway. The angels singing, say we are alone. I am alone and they are too. I'm alive. I'm alive. I can feel you all around me. Take on me, I'm breathing, holding on to what I'm feeling. Savoring this heart that's healing. So and I see you. My name on Whatnot is Chrissy Wake Up 94, by the way. I can feel you all around me. Echoing with every breathing, holding on to what I'm feeling. Savoring this heart that's healing. And I give it to you, now you owe me all I am. You said you would never leave me, I believe you, I believe. I can feel you all around me. Echoing with every breathing, holding on to what I'm feeling. Savoring this heart that's healing. It's starting to drop out.
I got a question for you. For the folks at home who don't know about campus yet, tell them how you describe campus to me.
It is 7:30.
Yes.
Come on. Hello. Is it the back? Are we? Alright. What is the charge with this? 78. Okay. Alright. Is there any questions, comments, or concerns before I end the live? I'll be praying for everyone. I pray for everyone every night. So I always do the now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. God bless my family, my friends, and everyone else in the world. Lord, and I just want to thank you for another day of life. I want to ask you to watch over us, keep us safe and warm tonight, Lord. I want to thank you for all you've done for us, Lord. Continue doing for us, Lord. I love you, Lord. Good night, Lord. In Christ's name I pray. Amen. That is the prayer I say every night before bed. And I've been doing that since I was a kid. Yours is your name. Okay. Whatnot. This laptop I'm on actually came in, I think, today. Yeah, today. Oh my god, look at it. Also, the surveys, I have branded surveys and then I have Earn House surveys. Those are the ones I do. Why is it making me? I don't understand why it's making me create a new account on my tablet for whatnot. And it also did it for TikTok as well. Like whenever I try to use my email to log in, maybe I should use my phone number for whatnot instead. Chrissy Wake Up 94. I thought about selling on whatnot once I get some stuff together to do it. What? This is not my account. No, don't ask me. Oh my god. Okay. Bro, that's not my account though. I don't want to make a whole new account. Bro. Dude. Username is already in use. I'm aware because it's my username. But I can try to find you. If it's just Greta, then is that it? Or and I will look for it when I get off of the live here in a minute. Because it's not going to let me do it on here. Okay. I will look for you. I can't make any promises, but I will look for you. I'm about to shut down the live anyway. You guys have a lovely night. Enjoy your night. Stay blessed, happy, healthy. Bye. Love you. That was cringe. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Bye.